A little bit about fantastic art and the K.I.D.S Center, which is something so special in Louisville. Let me introduce our guests. Hannah Reagan, who's an occupational therapist at the K.I.D.S Center, wearing the orange today. Tanya Smith, the Mellwood Arts Center and Kentucky Art Speaks, who is wearing black. And in our lovely blue is Krissa Chandler. I thought you were a model when you walked in.
Oh,
I thought we were having a derby hat segment again. Krissa Chandler is with Kentucky Art Speaks as well.
Yes.
Let's start with Hannah. Talk to us a little bit about this fantastic event that we are promoting and the wonderful work that the K.I.D.S Center and the Kentucky Art Speaks do together.
This is for OT month, occupational therapy month.
Because you are an occupational therapist,
Yes,
which is the big
exactly.
key.
Yes. And we decided to do, we did this last year on a real small scale. We set up the an art show just at the K.I.D.S Center, just displaying it out in the hallways. And this year, Tanya got with us and works with Mellwood Arts Center, and
Cool.
she is helped us set it up at Mellwood Arts Center to where all of next week, the 25th through the 29th, we're going to have all their art displayed.
Well, here's some
in
examples. Let me
several
move the
different- yeah.
vases, and why don't you pass these around, and let's each hold one up so we can display it, and tell us who did it. And I'm not sure from the artist's perspective which way is up, but I'm just going to guess that it's this way. Here we go. Tell us
Turn
who
it
did this.
the other way.
Other way?
That's a little kiddo that I have. He's 8 years old. He has Asperger's and ADHD, and he was really working on just paying attention.
Yes.
Was the big thing.
Yes.
And Tanya worked with him a little bit to help him develop where the power comes from and expressing the art a little bit more.
What beautiful detail. Tanya, what was that like? What was it like experiencing his progress from the point that he started to where he actually produced this piece of art?
It's amazing for me because I guess you take for granted
Yes.
what the abilities that they can do, and so just going in and just seeing him express himself and just him coming up with the ideas that he came up with, and then I had give him different suggestions, and then he came up with the ideas of putting the little lightning rods to express his
Cool.
powers.
I love that. Okay, let's talk about the one you're holding right now. It says "Got Drive."
This is Iron Man. He really wanted to do Iron Man. We started painting Iron Man, and then he really got really abstract. So it turned into an abstract Iron Man.
How cute.
And so we found some quotes and things that had to do with Iron Man, and he worked on pasting them on there and cutting them
Wonderful.
out and everything.
And what about Chris's painting here?
That's a little boy that I have with autism. He's 4 years old, and we worked on paying attention to fine motor tasks
Yes.
as well as drawing lines and circles, and shapes and things like that, develop
Wonderful.
his handwriting skills.
Tell me how you're involved with Kentucky Art Speaks, Krissa.
Well, I assist Tanya in making it all happen. I help
Wonderful.
her promote the gallery. I write some of the press releases, and I help plan some of the events as well. So
What a
that's
great
really cool.
feeling that you must have to see the accomplishments. And we have one more beautiful painting that I'd like Hannah to tell us a little bit about.
This is one of the other occupational therapists at the K.I.D.S Center, works with this little kiddo who has hypotonia.
Show it right here to camera one. Oh, it's a bunny. It's a rabbit coming out of a hat.
Yes, and he was
What is
working
hypertonia?
low tone.
Low tone.
It's a communication between the brain and the muscle, and gets really involved.
Yeah, it
But it's- they have trouble with coordination. They have trouble with strength and endurance and things like that. And some of the things that she was working with him on too was just task completion, delayed gratification. He was able to keep the bunny that they painted afterwards.
Amazing.
Yes,
Oh, that's
he
great.
was really excited.
Tanya, we have a great event coming up, and we're going to talk about it right now. Mellwood Arts Center is one of my favorite places. It's the old Fisher meat packing plant down on Mellwood Avenue, and boy, is it different today. The K.I.D.S Center art exhibit hosted by Kentucky Art Speaks at the Mellwood Arts and Entertainment Center, 1860 Mellwood Avenue. It's featuring a collaborative project by an artist and a child with a disability. It runs April 25th through the 29th. All proceeds benefit the K.I.D.S Center. So you can go to kidscenterky.org or dial the number on your screen, 635-6397. Tanya, what's the best thing about working in this organization?
I just think just working with the kids, donating to the different charities,
Yes.
like to see what we see today, what they produce out of the art supplies that we donate, and I guess getting exposure for the artists, getting them into the galleries, and just getting them aware of the opportunities that this community has in the art world.
Absolutely. Krista, Tanya, and Hannah, thank you all for being with us. This is a fantastic event. The K.I.D.S Center Art Exhibit, can't wait to see it, the 25th through the 29th of April, and these lovely ladies will all be a part of it, so say hi to them and say thank you when you meet them. Let's show that art one more time. Hold those pictures up so everybody can see. These pieces and others will be on display.
Change is gonna come, and it's too hard living.